Please join me in welcoming Mr. Jeroen Willems.
Assalamu alaikum. It's a real pleasure and honor to be with all of you today and to be as an EU, European Union strategic partner between, on the one hand, the Pakistan Microfinance Network and PAIDAR, who have together made it possible to have these few days of bringing key stakeholders in the microfinance ecosystem come together in a Mozambique in Karachi. You may wonder, why is it that the EU is financing such an initiative? Well, first of all, because actually we do have quite a footprint in Sindh, where we are gathered today in Karachi. At the moment, we have a portfolio of around 300 million euro of grant assistance that is supporting the Sindh government. And since you're all into microfinance, I don't need to explain to you the difference between loans that need to be repaid and grants that are there to take and to benefit from. We've been working in various fields, and often we come across this issue of microfinance as a linchpin to ensure that what we do is truly sustainable. We have been working with the RSPs, but also in other settings with PPAF and others, trying to lift people out of rural poverty. We've been doing that with a program called Success, where we focused on community-driven local development and provided micro grants. We've been doing that and continue to do that until the end of the year with a program which is called GRASP, which is supporting particularly small and medium-sized companies working in the agri-sector, trying to develop ideas into concrete realities by using matching grants. So a part of the investment comes from the entrepreneur itself, and a part comes from the EU. And we do it very much through PAIDAR, and it's really an honor to have the Chief Minister with us, because to me PAIDAR is the epitome of partnership. We are working to leverage the impact of the Sindh poverty reduction strategy, where we know that the challenge of lifting people out of poverty is immense, and we try to condense that by focusing on 5 districts, trying to partner up where the government is supporting the development of key infrastructure, roads, health and education facilities. And from the EU side, through PAIDAR, we are providing community-based infrastructure, but also, very importantly, create an enabling environment for people in rural areas to be able to seize opportunities through development of skills, working on value chains, and indeed also providing grants, with the idea that over time these small grants will be the recipients of proper microfinance institutions. So this ecosystem that we are putting in place, I think, is really creating hopefully a nucleus for longer-term socio-economic development of the country. I mentioned that we are putting in a lot of grants. At the same time, through the European Investment Bank, we are also trying to increasingly support Pakistan through loans. And this is through the program that is called Global Gateway. Now, may I know anyone in this room that is familiar with Global Gateway? That's indeed the reaction that we get in most settings. People are not aware of Global Gateway, which is the largest investment program of the EU outside of the EU. What we aim to do is to leverage 300 billion euro of private and public sector investment between now and 2027. Unlike our grants, which are earmarked for a specific country, Global Gateway funding goes where the investment is mature. And we are really trying to do our best to make sure that Pakistan also gets its fair share of Global Gateway funding. Now, you've heard the study and the outcomes, and one of the things that was mentioned as a key recommendation is to work on blended finance models and to de-risk investment. That's exactly what Global Gateway is trying to do. See where there are risky investments, see where are there clients, where there is, let's say, social benefits to support entrepreneurs, but where the risk from a commercial point of view may still be very high. With Global Gateway funding, we can find ways to de-risk such investments and work therefore with scaled blended finance models. It's easier said than done. It's trying to find a way in which we can mix different stakeholders, international financing institutions like the European Investment Bank, the EU that needs to provide the grant so that basically the loan can be de-risked, and an investor, or that can also be a commercial bank or a microfinance institution that is looking for this type of financing. If we can get these stars aligned, we can find ways to make this blended finance model also work in Sindh and in Pakistan. So it's all about connecting the dots, the words that I heard a lot throughout the day in this particular conference, and I'm very confident, looking at the strong commitment shown by the governor that was here a while ago and also the chief minister that is here just now, that we can make real inroads to tap into the potential of Global Gateway also in Pakistan. Thank you very much.